Hey there, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to keep this one really quick. I'd like to say, so what I'm going to be doing on this channel is trying to get up at least one video per week. Usually I think I'm going to be shooting for Fridays, and the reason why I'm going to be shooting for Fridays is because you've got the weekend ahead of you, and what we talk about here and the tutorials that we do here, you can go ahead and try to apply over the weekend. So that's why I'm going to be shooting for Fridays, so we'll see how it goes. We've got an upcoming trip down to Casa Grande, Arizona in a little under 2 weeks, and that's going to be an interesting one where we should have more videos coming out over those next couple of weeks because we're going to be doing a full project down there. So a lot's going to be going on. Today, I just wanted to talk to you quickly regarding the Mavic 2 Pro and its little glass filter that comes on it. So a few months back, I purchased the Polar Pro filters. So I got their ND filter kit, and for still photography with my drone, I don't really need the ND filters at all since I've got my aperture control. But when it comes to doing video and wanting to deal with the right frame rate and right frames per second, shutter speed versus your frames per second, during the afternoon here in Arizona, it's usually bright and sunny. We've had some bad weather recently, but overall, we're going to have this bright and sunny weather, and it leads to overexposure, especially if you're trying to do your frame rate right. So I picked up the Polar Pro, and I'm going to show you a picture of this so that we can zoom it in. I'm not going to throw it up in front of the camera because that's kind of annoying sometimes. But the Polar Pros work fantastic, but something happened when I first got the Polar Pros, which was a little upsetting to me. So I'm just going to hold this up, and you're going to see a photo of this too. This is the little filter, the clear filter that comes with the Mavic 2 Pro. And on this filter, what you can't see in this video, and that's why I'm going to show you a picture of it after, is the cracked and shattered glass that happened to the Hasselblad filter. So it's a Hasselblad camera. I don't really know if Hasselblad made the filter, but in taking the filter off, there was no problem. Did a little turn and twist like you're supposed to. Polar Pro also includes a tool for that, but this came off real easy. I put the Polar Pro ND filter on and had no problems, shot some video, had a great time. When it came time, I took the Polar Pro filter off, and I went to pop the Hasselblad in, and I just literally put it up to the lens. I started to do the twist, and the moment I started to do the twist, there wasn't even any resistance, but we heard a little glass pop. It was pretty crazy. Jody was sitting across the table from me, and she was like, "Uh-oh, somebody just broke some glass." So in looking at this Hasselblad filter, this clear filter, the glass is incredibly thin. So when I look at the Polar Pro ND filters, they look fantastic. The glass looks really good, so good job, Polar Pro. What happened to me afterward was I said, well, I still want a clear filter just to protect the camera lens. And I started looking around for UV0 filter, for clear filter, etc., etc. And I came up with nothing. I went to DJI's site to see if they had a particular filter that was just a clear filter to replace that Hasselblad filter. No, they didn't. It was really disappointing. In my hunting, I found, and I've seen reviews from other people for the ND filters, PGYTech, PGY. I don't know what that stands for. Is it PGYTech? I don't know. But I got this nice little case with my new filter, and having a hard time getting it off there. So this is the clear filter from PGYTech. This clear filter fits right onto the Mavic 2 Pro, just like the Polar Pro filters, and just like that Hasselblad. But the difference, it's very noticeable when you take a look at the filter and you look at that glass, how thin the glass is on that Hasselblad. So I'm not complaining, I'm just letting you know. And if you've run into this problem too, where you're putting your clear filter back on and you hear that little glass shattering, I wasn't even using the Polar Pro tool, I just barely gotten it on there when I heard the glass crack, and I think it was just from the pressure of my own fingers, to be honest. But that is a really thin piece of glass. So not throwing DJI under the bus or anything, just giving you a heads up. If it's happened to you and you're looking for a clear filter, the only clear filter I found is from PGYTech. Like I said, I don't know if that's PGYTech or what. I'm not sponsored by Polar Pro. I'm not sponsored by PGYTech, but I wanted to give you a heads up about it because I figure if it happened to me, it's probably happened to other people out there. And there is a solution. You can get a clear filter from someone else. And they also do the ND filters. I've never tried their ND filters, but I have been using the ND filters from Polar Pro. They're awesome. I also have a set of ND filters for my Mavic 1, my Mavic Pro, also from Polar Tech, and also fantastic. So yeah, if you've broken your clear filter that came with your Mavic Pro, you're not alone. Don't feel silly or stupid. I felt a little silly at first, but then I said, if it's happened to me, it's happened to other people. I've been meaning to do this video for weeks, but we've been involved in moving and lining up several client projects, and I've been neck deep in some server updates and things for clients as well. So I finally got around to it. And if you're looking for a clear UV0 filter for your Mavic 2 Pro because you broke your clear filter that came with it, like I did, check out PGYTech, and I'll put a link in the show notes here for you as well. And I'll also put a link to Polar Pro because they really do make awesome ND filters. And if you're filming a lot, you're probably going to want an ND filter. Remember though, if you're doing 3D models, if you're doing any kind of modeling, get that ND filter off of there. It's going to impact your flight time and your battery usage if you're doing modeling, which is why I want to be able to bounce between my filters. I want to take that ND filter off. I want to pop a clear filter on because now I'm doing a 3D model today. Well, when I've done a couple with ND filters, the models, everything was darker, so the drone had to compensate, and it slowed my whole mission down, and it made me use more batteries. So that's why I'm swapping these. If you're going, hey, Rich, why are you swapping them? Just put an ND filter on there and be done with it. You can do still photography, and you can do video with it. It's going to impact your modeling. So that's why I want that clear filter. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. I've got several other things to do. I've got another video to make that'll be posted next week, probably on a Friday. So if you liked what you've seen here today, go hit the like and the subscribe buttons. Hit that little dinner bell. It'll give you a notification the next time that I pop one of these videos up. And as always, I really appreciate the growth in the channel and all the people who are getting in touch. I can't tell you how much that means. And also the feedback that I've been getting on the courses over at Udemy has been invaluable. So thank you all, and I'm glad to have you along. All right, we'll see you on the next video, and fly safe and have fun.